Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter chapter 30, verse 9. But the day but they shall serve the Lord their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore therefore fear not, or therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, say the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah. Neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Shah, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, Duwadi Yahweh Shem Shah, for giving us the apostles and the elders a great millstone who deserve double honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the King, pushing the word in sincerity and truth, and being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come, race wars, famine, concentration camps, the RFID chips, the mark of the beast, 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the terrors of the Lord lift up the hopeful elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the terrors of the Lord shoot laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens, rightfully so. I brought this out, the Lord, take the course of this video, make it edifying. Build your fear, build your faith up. Keep in your fear in Yahweh Shem Shah, and your hope in Him, and understanding and all the good stuff, even the bad stuff, man. Because it all gotta come together, man. In order for us to be the perfect ones, we gotta get everything. Everything out. We gotta get all of the smoke. Because hey, this is what's gonna make us. We don't want our brothers out. It don't break us, man. I want to go one more verse and just, cause I was trying to put a topic together and just, I was watching the Apostles the Heart video, and we was talking about King David, and it is just that's where I got this title from. Where's King David and the rest of the tribes? Because if Israel is in their land, right? And it should be peace on the earth. There should be no more wars. The scriptures should be, we should all have the ultimate down, right? If they're the one, they should have the ultimate download. All the tribes should be together should be together, because that's what it's spoken about in the scriptures. Regardless of regardless of all the nations and everybody's all whatever, willy-nilly, right? These things should be accurate. Everything should be on point. Right? It should be the Messiah should be here, right? King David should be on the throne, right? The Lord should be dwelling with His people, right? Everything should be in accuracy. It should be right on point. It should be no more issues. We should be all the other nations should be subjected under Israel, right? But it speaks about two different parts of Israel. Okay, let's read it. Let's read the scope of verse. I'm just going with the flow right now, the spirit, and just with the verses, right? Because it just came, another thing just came to my mind, other than what I was reading before I turned the camera on. All right, let's read this again. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck. Hey, somebody yoke, that means freedom, man. Alright? The yoke is a yoke of iron, and that means freedom. Somebody's gonna be free from off thy neck. And will burst the bonds, and the strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. See, and the strangers, right, shall no more serve themselves of him. So somebody's not going to be serving no more. Okay? Listen, when we go into the scriptures, we find out certain things like Amalek. He's a part of Edom. When you go back and you read about Amalek and the other dukes and all the tribes, they got tribes too. Other nations got tribes too. So we the scriptures breaks down every nation under the earth. I mean, under the sun on the earth, right? Now, this didn't happen yet because somebody still got yokes around their necks and their bonds have not been burst. Right, right. Yeah, they will burst, and will burst the bonds, burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. He's not going. Somebody's not going to be served. Listen, slavery exists. Okay, slavery is. They got. You go to the museum. They got people with chains around their necks. The Native Americans was slaughtered here in America. These things happen. There's no way you can try to erase it. And when you go deeper, you find out these are the tribes of Israel. The scripture speaks about 12 tribes, not one tribe. All right? You call yourself Israelis, right? So you have to be, you call yourself Jewish people, right? So you have to be able to, Jews is one, the Jews is one tribe. Where's the rest of the tribes? And where's King David? Because it says that when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, people mourn. People are mourning. It's starvation on the earth. Nobody's supposed to be starving. Okay? So you still got bonds on the whole earth. Somebody that got the bonds of the whole earth. You know? Sloppy. I was trying to make it narrow down to a topic and try to, I hope I come back around to it. All right, Al-Batazah. All right, let's read verse 9. But they should serve the Lord their power, and David their king. Where is David? Okay, where's David? Where's King David and the rest of the tribes? Hey, I'm gonna say for myself. Prior from 2007, I never read the Bible. Okay, I wasn't in church. You know, but I always had this notion, this thought in my mind that I was I was better than the rest, and it had to be a reason why I always watched The Roots. I always watched Ten Commandments, and I saw a lot of old movies back when I was a young boy during the time of Easter. I remember sitting there and I wanted to watch certain things. Like I saw the movie Maccabees. Because when I watched it when I was older, I was amazed. I said, I remember seeing this when I was a little boy. It was like deja vu. Alright? Because it was in black and white. And I always was fascinated about the Ten Commandments. I thought Moses was a superhero. He departed the sea. He turned a stick into a snake. I was amazed at that when I was a little boy. But I never looked at it in the Bible. Okay? Because when I was young, around Easter time, we always just get fly. Dress up, put an outfit on that was like a super, I don't know. I remember having I think my first pair of Levi's or Lee's or something. It was a pair, that was the first time that was dynamic back then. And I remember there was green and pinstripe. For Salakia. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 9. But they should serve their power. But they should serve Yahweh their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. So where's our king? Because David's gonna be the king of everybody. See, right now, from learning the scriptures, we're gonna stick to the scriptures, man. We're going to ask the questions according to, we're going to filter things through the words in this book. And we're going to ask you the question, where is King David and the rest of the tribes? Okay? Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, say the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, neither be dismayed, O Israel. So they go to distinctions. The Lord dismayed, he put Jacob, right, and Israel. Alright, which is basically one nation, but we have been divided into two nations, which the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. Alright? Neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. Somebody's still in captivity, bro. Case in point, people got social security cards, birth certificates. I remember Colin Powell was saying that too. He said, we can't chase, he said at a meeting, we can't get to somebody else in other countries because they don't have no social security cards. That's the bond. Birth certificate and social security cards. I remember learning that. That was one of the key things I learned about social security cards and birth certificate. When your parents sign a birth certificate, they sign you over to the state. Right? And Jacob, right? And thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest. Jacob, y'all don't call yourself, actually I think I do call yourself Jacob. But where's the rest of the tribe? Jacob is the father of 12 sons. Okay? Not just one, not the Jews. Okay, so where is the rest of the tribes? All right, we got Benjamin, Levi, Naphtali, Issachar, okay, Reuben, Manasseh, okay, the list goes on. Where are the rest of them? Okay, now I want to try if I can go back to my topic that I was trying to do. I rather let's just read this. And thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return and shall be in rest. And be quiet. Hey, I'm case in point, I'm not quiet. I'm not cooling out, bro. I'm not in no rest. I gotta work on. I gotta damn near work fucking 24 hours straight. Ooh. And be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. Hey, if a cop pull up me, I'm afraid. And I didn't even do nothing. Alright, okay, so I was asking a question. I was watching the Apostle Tahar video, and he was talking about David. I really didn't get to finish it. It's just something that stuck in my head, so I asked the question. I said, the tabernacle of David. And I got this picture here, and I said, okay. And that's the question. I said, where's King David and the rest of the tribes? Now, I don't want to make the video too long. Right now, we're in 13 minutes, and the time is 11:45 p.m. And I just want, I was just thinking about that. So, what verse I just read? That was, okay. I think that was, okay. Alright, it was a verse. It was a preach. Branch, that was branch. Sprouts, growth, Hazamoth. Alright, yeah. It was the verse Amos, right? Alright, so I was going into the word tabernacle. That's what I was trying to do. Because he brought the verse Amos chapter 11. Amos chapter 9 verse 11. And so I was like, okay, so I just wanted to go into this, here's a clear indication that the breaches, let's read the verse. Amos chapter 9, verse 11. In that day, will I raise up the tabernacle of David. That is fallen. Fallen. All right. There's always key words. Okay. Y'all don't talk about David. If y'all do, I mean, you probably do. Y'all probably trying to raise up a David every goddamn time we turn around, or Jacob. Y'all always give the name of your kids these names. All right. But you're not the one. Just your name your kids after Edom's grandbabies. That's what you should do. All right. So I was looking at the tabernacle, right? Which this is important, right? The tabernacle, right? It says, Salakia. Jeez, every time I thought give me 1 second. Let's look at this real fast. That was Sa. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get my Hebrew on right now. Saka. Sa. Yeah, Saka. 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 If I sound pronounce that right, that's tabernacle. Salakia. Saka. I'm off Salakia. Saka. Alright? And it says, the word I was looking into was trinket. If I pronounced that right. Salakia. I had it, the thought fell out. Let's get it back. Thicket. Thicket. Alright, thicket. Now I was looking at the word thicket. That stuck out to me. Now, let's see if I can have it. If I was looking at the word thicket. Alright. 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 Now, the word thicket means, this is what the word thicket means.
A dense group of bushes or trees.
A dense group of bushes or trees. A dense group of bushes or trees. That means it has to have the same seed, the same root. Alright? So,
a dense group of bushes or trees.
Alright? Trees together. Alright? So that was I was looking at that. That's what I was checking out, right? It says, let me see something. Yeah. A dense group of bushes or trees. So that those trees, it has to have the same common root, same common seed. That's important. So that branch is being brought together, right? Now, covert, booth, right? A rod or temporary shelter. All right, that's going. That was the word that stuck out to me. The thicket. That means a dense group of trees coming together. You know, you could take a seed of an orange or a seed of an apple and put it somewhere. It'll still grow up to be an apple tree. That goes in the word diaspora. That's how we got scattered. The seed got scattered. What goes into when they used to auction us off in Deuteronomy? When you were talking about Deuteronomy chapter 28, they will auction you off. So separate the family. The seed is still separated. They take a boy, put a boy over here, and they put a girl over here. They put a father over here, the mother over here. It's still the same seed. Now we're being brought back together. In this day, this is the day we're being brought back together. Because you Edomites, the so-called white men, y'all don't even get along with each other. Case in point, at the new, y'all have an issue. You have a real prideful issue. Your pride is going to destroy you, man. In that day, will I raise up the tabernacle of David? That is fallen. Fallen. So if you fallen, don't you got to get back up? And close up the breaches. They go to the word breaches, right? Let's look that down. Close up the breaches. That means it's a gap. That's
Breaches.
right.
Breaches.
Let's see it again.
Breaches.
All right, breaches. So let's look at that. All right, it says parat, parataza, right? H6556, parataza, I was looking at this one too, right? It says breach, gap. Okay, that gap is to disperse. That is a big gap of being in another country. That's a you got see that because I had a case in point. You know, we over here and we got ancestors, we got family on the other side of the country. You know, we was taken from. Didn't slavery exist? You was taken from another country, you brought it over here, and then you was taken from here and you put over there. That's the gap. We're closing up the breaches thereof. The trees. If you go somewhere, if you plant an orange tree somewhere else, and there's an orange tree over here, but it's the same seed that came out the same orange. It's the same family. So that seed over there is the same. There's no different. That's a whole new tree. Different tree. That's a different tree, but the same root. The same root. All right. So we're going to close up the gaps. The gaps are being closing. And how are they being closed? How the bridge is being made? Through these words in the scriptures. There's brothers over there in other countries, London, Alaska, out there prophesying. The breach the gaps has been closed up because of the words of these words in the scriptures. All right. Salakia. Let's see what this says. Let's get a little something. I just got stuck on that word gap and breach. Salakia.
Bursting forth. Outburst.
Woo! Bursting forth. Outburst. It's going down, man. Well, I didn't even go that far, man. Breach. Broken. Breach. Broken. Wait, hold on one second. In that, Amos chapter 9, verse 11. In that day, these days, will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. Okay, let's go back now. The gaps, the bursting forth, outburst, breach, broken wall. Okay, build up the broken walls. Okay, put back together, bring back together again, back together again. Back broken. Hey, listen, this is what we fucked up as a people. These people been holding us down. These people been holding us down for quite a while, and the wall is being built back up. Oh, look, let's go a little deeper. It's outburst, right? Figuratively of God's wrath. The reason why we were broken up because of Yahweh Shemel Shah's wrath. So now the Lord, he loved, that the word David means beloved. He loved us. So he's building up the beloved house of Yahshua. Okay. Wow. That's another. Oh, okay. All right. Oh man. Oh, I don't know where else I want to go. I had something else. I don't know what that was. I forgot. All right. Let's just try to stay focused. Yeah. Okay. The breaches. All right. In that day, Amos chapter 9, verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up the ruins. The other word, ruins. Yeah, ruin. We've been ruined. Now the Lord's and I will raise up the ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. This ain't the old days. If we read the scripture, David was on a run, running from King Saul, and building up, and the Lord was putting that together, man, building the army. And David came out to be the king. It took a lot for David, the beloved of David. Remember, David came, he killed Goliath. We the Davids of today. After our beloved King come back. So, all right, yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I was I hit the point. So that was the question I asked. So where's David? Where's King David and the rest of the tribes? These things are important. All praise and honor to the Yahweh Shemel Shah Bajim Kakwatash. The water Yahweh Shemel Shah for the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim. Shalom.